Jealousy is an imperfect blend of sadness, anger, disgust, and resentment. It has destroyed many perfect relationships and caused huge emotional distress to the jealous person as well as their family and friends. Extreme cases even lead to murder and suicides. Many psychologists believe that women are inclined to be jealous more often simply because they tend to be more honest and in touch with their emotions than their counterparts. The triggers to male and female jealousy tend to be the same for the most part, that is, when they fear losing someone or something. One study, however, revealed that women would be more likely to aim jealous behavior at a rival rather than her partner. Hera was the queen of ancient Greek gods, represented the ideal woman, and was the goddess of marriage and family. However, she was known to be very jealous and revengeful, but she behaved that way for a reason. It was due to Zeus's infidelity, but instead of dealing with his infidelity directly, she chose to harass her husband's lovers and children. She later faced the consequences of it eventually. In Mahabharata, one of the two Sanskrit epic religious scripture of India, Duryodhana's jealousy on Pandavas leads to the onset of a giant war, eventually leading to his own destruction. If jealousy impacts humans negatively, then why do we continue to behave this way? Cultural psychologists tend to believe that humans are inherently jealous because we are obsessed with our living and non-living belongings and we don't want to lose them. But if you look at the evolutionary relationship, jealousy motivates behavior to either ensure sexual exclusivity or to protect offspring against the loss of vital requirements, such as food, and against inclement weather and predators. These would have been critical prerequisites for the survival of the children during the evolutionary past. According to this theory, losing sexual exclusivity would have been costlier for men, as his partner's engagement in sexual infidelity could result in his rearing another man's child. So, men have evolved to be sexually jealous. By contrast, the theory states that securing vital resources would be more important for ancestral women in order to ensure the survival of her offspring. So, a male partner's emotional involvement with another woman would inevitably mean the diversion of resources away from her to her rival. That means that women have evolved to be emotionally jealous. Now you can understand why Hera punished her rivals instead of her husband. But again, jealousy doesn't confine to keeping up with the partner alone. There can be jealousy among siblings or at workplace, or a delusional jealousy as a result of insecurity. Recently, the Japanese scientists discovered the jealousy lobe, the area of the brain which controls jealousy. It is the same part of the brain which detects physical pain. The spot which makes people delight in others' misfortune is called Schadenfreude, was located by the team. It's interesting, the part of the brain which detects physical pain is also associated with mental pain, said Hidehiko Takahashi. In the experiment, 19 students were asked to talk of a more successful rival while having MRI scans, which monitor brain activity. A part of the frontal lobe became more active when the students felt jealous of their rivals. They then read a story in which the subject of their envy suffered a series of misfortunes, including food poisoning. Their scan data showed the mishaps sparked greater activity in the reward reaction part of the brain, which normally lights up when receiving social and financial fortune. We have a saying in Japanese, says Mr. Takahashi. The misfortunes of others are the taste of honey. The ventral striatum is processing that honey. And there appears to be a relationship between jealousy and Schadenfreude. The scientists noted that the more jealous one person was of another, the more Schadenfreude they felt at the person's downfall. But hold on, don't just come to a conclusion that jealousy is a very bad thing. If used correctly, it has the capacity to make you successful. Awareness is the key when you are trying to reach your goals. Jealousy is quite a good indication of what you want to be in your life. It points out where you may be holding back and be your guiding star. But why do we all want to be successful in life? Well, that sounds like a story for another why. Thanks for watching.